TWA returns to PA. Guys, we're at Colonial Middle School, and you're about to be completely damaged.
Completely damaged! Completely damaged!
Welcome to Completely Damaged, ladies and gentlemen. I'm RC with Ryu Lee. Welcome to Completely Damaged.
Glad to be back. What is this, the third time I've been here?
Hey, man, you're alumni now.
It is, and I must say it is an honor to have me here.
Oh, we appreciate you being here. Just a tough match in there. Plymouth meeting PA, TWA. You took Julio Dinero to school.
Yes, I did. The former quote-unquote ECW TNA superstar, which I just beat. Now, what is that for me? Is that another notch in my belt? What do you
Maybe
think?
a call from Dixie Carter, maybe?
I don't know. You never know what it brings. You know, I took him to school. I beat him. You know, and the future looks bright from here.
Any upcoming shows you're going to be on?
Upcoming shows will be June 13th. I'll be down for my home base, Force 1, down in Hamilton, New Jersey. Check that out. And, you know, from last point on, we've just been wrestling. I was in a nasty six-man ladder match, which ended not well for me, but went back to the gym, started training more, and now I'd be a superstar the likes of Julio Dinero.
Well, any last words you'd like to say to the fans out there?
To the fans, yes, keep checking me out. You know me, I will be here on Completely Damaged every time and all times that we're in TWA. Check me out, Ryu Lee, we'll be the future.
Hey, this is TNA Knockout Angelina Love, and you're watching Completely Damaged.
Welcome back, Damaged fans. I'm with Chubby Dudley. Thank you for your time, sir.
No problem, thank you.
How did you get started in professional wrestling?
Actually here, TWA, 1990. Never even knew independent wrestling existed, and went to an independent show, saw they had a wrestling school, and that was it. I joined the wrestling school. I played in a band at the time, and I figured you don't see many fat guys at the time in hair bands and stuff like that. So wrestling was my second love, and went into the wrestling business.
Before you started tagging with the Dudley Boys and everything, you were part of a tag team. It was Easy Rider, I believe?
I was Easy Rider. My partner was HD Rider. And we were in the original. What happened was we were set to debut for TWA in February 92, and then Joel pulled the plug end of January 92. So we never debuted until we debuted for the original ECW, which was summer 92. And we feuded with
Super Destroyers.
Yeah. We feuded with Super Destroyers, which was kind of weird because one of them under the mask was AJ Petruzzi, who I saw growing up on WWF TV every week. So, you know, it was kind of fun, and I learned a lot from them guys in the business. We feuded with them for a while, and then that's when Eddie Gilbert came in and took over ECW. And then it was the whole push, we're getting TV. Got TV, and there's a little trivia for you. Very first match in ECW history was me and my partner against Super Destroyers. Yeah. And then we ended up, the next taping, we wrestled Snook and Morocco, which they beat our ass. So, but it was, you know, it was fun. It was definitely a learning experience. And after that, you saw a lot of the local guys slowly get pushed out because they were bringing in, you know, better talent, bigger names. So I was one of the casualties. Was working the independent scene. At that time, I went and joined up with Jim Kettner down in Delaware, and I wrestled for Kettner for 2 years. And you know, ECW grew into Extreme, and it was incredible. And at the time, Stevie Richards was starting to take off with Raven, and that's when they started the Dudley gimmick. And me and Richards went to wrestling school together here with Ringmasters and TWA, and Richards said to Paul, like, look, I got somebody who fits the Dudley mold perfectly. And he brought me to a show, and Paul saw me. He said, oh, my God, another friggin' Dudley? You're hired. Buy a tie-dye. And that's how I became a Dudley.
And then you actually were a promoter, too, right, after the ECW?
Yeah, actually, while I was in ECW, I started doing, before I went back to ECW, I should say, being on the independent scene, a lot of these guys here tonight, we all didn't have a place to wrestle regular anymore because we were all in ECW every month, and we lost that. So I started Liberty All-Star Wrestling in '94, and a lot of these guys here tonight were all, you know, I've ran that promotion for 8 years, up till 2002, and a lot of these guys here, You know, they were on my shows every month, and you know, we grew up together. You know, I was 20 years old when I started in this business. I just turned 40 last month. So I've known these guys, you know. Like Joel met my daughters outside earlier. He's like, I remember when your father was like this. He was still fat, but he was like this, you know. Yeah. It's like a family.
Now, you actually made your debut back in wrestling, right?
Tonight, first time in the ring in 8 years.
How'd it feel?
Honestly, it felt really good. I was very nervous. Didn't think I should be anywhere near a wrestling ring. I don't work out. My working out is drinking beer and eating wings at Hooters. That's my working out. And I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I was saying one and done, but...
Do we see a return, maybe?
You never know.
You never know in wrestling, right?
Exactly. In wrestling, how many times have you seen things in wrestling that you thought you'd never see, and you see them all the time?
Now, if people want to find more information about you, anywhere they can look, do you know?
Just go on Facebook, Bay Ragney. I also have a fan page on Facebook for Chubby Dudley. And I play in a band also, too. I'm in a contest against your brother's band. Ooh. You're killing me. Tell him to stop.
For opening for Kiss, right?
Opening for Kiss, yes. Clash and Plaid, your brother Anthony. We played with them last month. Played with them a couple times. Great guys. They're in first place. If I make top 5, I'm happy.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? My band's called the Dead Gerber Babies. Check us out. Vote for us, please, to open for Kiss.
Guys, you heard it right here. Make sure you go and vote. Events.com, right? Would it be at?
Eventful.com, yeah.
Eventful.com, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, man.
Welcome back, Damaged fans. I'm RC with Julio Dinero. Welcome to Completely Damaged.
Thanks for having me. I just got done wrestling. I'm a little beat up, but nice to be here. Thank you, everybody, for checking us out. What's going on?
Now, how did you get started in professional wrestling?
I did this thing called the Wrestling School, and that was back in like the mid-'90s. It was a school about 20 minutes from my house up in Maryland. So I went there. I trained. Back then it was called the Monster Factory. There was 2. It was the Maryland version of the Monster Factory. Trained there. Went to the power plant after that. As I started getting TV tapings for WCW, I'd go to the power plant and train because I wasn't ready to wrestle yet, but they were luckily cool enough to book me for some reason. So I did TV, and I went to their training school whenever I could. I wasn't part of the school, but went there and learned a lot more because wrestling schools, there's different things to learn, and the one I was at taught me how to fall and, you know, how to not kill myself, but didn't teach me all the finer tunings of like other stuff in the ring. So that's what the power plant did. That's pretty much how I got started.
Okay, now, what were some of your favorite matches so far of your career?
Oh man, I don't know. Favorite matches? That's crazy. Had a couple great matches with Christian York when I was in Hot Commodity and ECW. Had some good matches with Tajiri and Mikey and who else? Christian York and Joey Matthews. Had a great match with Triple H in 1996. At least I thought it was great. Wrestled Kurt Angle. I've been in Madison Square Garden with Jason Arndt, who was Venom and went on to whatever, the Mean Street Posse. So, and I've wrestled a whole bunch of other guys. I've had a lot of matches that I think are great matches, but I don't have none of them come to mind as far as like the best match or whatever. But you know.
Now, where can people find more information about you online?
Probably just do a Google or a Wikipedia. I don't have my own web page, and I don't have a MySpace, and I don't have a Facebook because I just got other things to do. So you know.
That's true. Now, you had a tough match tonight with Ryu Lee. This is your second time, right, in TWA now?
Yeah, second match in TWA. First was a tag match. Wrestled with Jimmy Cicero and Jimmy Snuka, teamed up with Nick Burke. Yep. And then tonight was Ryu Lee, and I had a ring announcer that just he was a guest ring announcer. He didn't want to get my name right. He kept taunting me. I did take my eye off Ryu Lee for a second, and he made me pay for it, I must say. I have nothing against him, but you know, it was my fault. I had a stupid mistake on my part. I took my eyes off my opponent.
Julio Dinero, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck in the future.
All right, I appreciate it. You guys keep looking out.